Nico, we're hearing the celebrations. It feels like a really big win that took some resilience in the end as well.
Yeah, very big win. Not easy game. They're a difficult side to play with, but most important, we got the 3 points in the head, so we're happy.
What was important, especially in that second half when Brentford had that spell, when they were really trying and getting good opportunities to resist and to defend as a team?
Yeah, it was difficult because they always play like set pieces, and put in a lot of people in the box. And it was a very hard game, though, but we won and we are delighted and very happy now.
And especially in the first half, you guys really controlled the game, 15 shots. It was a very impressive attacking performance. What was key to have this level of control against Brentford?
Yeah, the key was listen to the manager and respect the plan, and then we did exactly that. And the first half we controlled, and then we scored, and then the game was a little bit open, and then we got the second one. But in the last minute it was more difficult because they wanted to score again. But thank God we got the 3 points. It was the most important.
This level of control that you showed in the first half, do you feel like it's one of the main points of progress from Chelsea from last season to this season to be able to reach this level of control?
Yeah, we're getting to know each other better, the players, them just listening to the manager and doing. Last year is finished, now we just concentrate on this year and try to go forward.
Yeah, moving forward is all that they're going to be focusing on, and they'll be hoping to replicate the form we've seen so far. Look at their last 7 results in all competitions, 7 wins on the spin, Karen. That's impressive.
It is, but again, I would say, given the squads, their games, I would expect them to get results again, but nevertheless, they still have to do it, and they're right on the money. I think, as Tim mentioned there, the Europa League conference there is a massive win for them as well, because you can keep momentum, players giving minutes, and the biggest thing is keeping a happy training ground, and that's been a massive difference for them. And like I said, the manager's got a style, a system out of them, and everyone's playing really, really well.
And credit to the manager, actually, for keeping those players happy, because he has an awfully big squad to keep happy. Let's talk Nicolas Jackson. We'd heard from him there. Well, as we were watching the game, we saw there were a couple of moments. He missed some key chances, didn't he? He got the goal in the end, but we saw almost the good and the bad.
Well, not just today, I think all seasons. Well, since I've seen Nicolas Jackson, he's so unpredictable. At times, he looks like someone playing in Soccer Aid who's not a footballer. I mean, look at this chance here. Look, that looks like someone who's a rapper or an actor or something trying to play football. I mean, with that chance. But then, all of a sudden, he just turns it on. He's such a threat because he tries to get in behind. He doesn't mind if he misses chances because he knows there's one to come. I mean, look at that there. I mean, that is a man, but we're going to show you something now which is undefendable. You can't defend this. As soon as this turns the ball, Casado does brilliant, turns the ball over, and Maresca, Enzo gives him the ball. And once he's in this position, not everyone can do this. He's got a talent to be able to do this. It's incredible. He scores the hardest chances and misses the easiest ones. But you need to be a big character to do that, because he always wants to put himself on offer. I've got a lot of time for him. He's scored 9 Premier League goals now. But that's a very difficult chance. He's got so much to do. He drives and drives, keeps his balance well, smashes it in the bottom corner. Fantastic, wins in the game. But he puts himself on offer all of the time, and I admire that from him.
There's been so much talk about whether he is the man, whether he can be the man to lead the line for Chelsea. Do you think he can be?
His numbers are there at the moment. He's there or thereabouts with the others in the league. Look at that. That's for Chelsea, though, after 50 appearances. But in terms of the rest of I think the top is Salah's obviously up there. I think he's got 13. So he's not that far behind in terms of who's leading the line there. So as Tim said, he's got the players around him. If he just couldn't keep his composure in and around the 18-yard box, he's definitely a threat for them this season. And you have to give him kudos to him.
He's only young, Kaz. He can still develop. He can still get better. And I'm sure this manager will be showing him them chances and showing him how he can improve and get his coaching team out there with him and recreate these chances again. This is something you haven't got to recreate with him. He's good at this. We know he's good at that. But that chance when he's almost not ready and then it just comes to him and he almost looks surprised and he has a straight leg with his left foot and it's an awful technique. But this one, you don't have to coach him that. I mean, he knows that. That is easy to him. But I think he's got an all-round game. He's ahead of Didier Drogba, one of the best centre-forwards they've ever had after 50 games.
After 50 games, 23 goals. He's in fantastic company there. It can only get better for him, surely.
I think so. And he looks like a real good character, like I say. It takes a big character to put yourself on offer at the Bridge and around the Premier League and have big chances and miss them and take the criticism, but still put yourself on offer to get them chances again. And he takes difficult chances. That's what he does. If he can finish the easy ones, his numbers will double.
Yeah, and that number 9 shirt comes with a lot of pressure, doesn't it?
At Chelsea it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Enzo, it felt like a really big win. Are you especially proud about the way you guys were able to control the first half and the resilience you showed when it requires in the second half?
Exactly. I think we were in control of the game, probably unless the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes where we concede. But I think it's also normal. But overall, I think we control the game, we create chances, and we score 2. We could score more. But overall, I think we deserve to win the game.
A lot of positives, so let's start with this one, because Marco Cucurella, we're going to get to the red card, but first the goal. Which set of skills do you see in him for him to be able to play both sides as a fullback and an attacking player? Because apparently you have a new attacking player now.
Yeah, for me, it's all about the position. You have to be in the right position, and if you are in the right position, you're going to, in that case, have a chance. So we work with Mark for this game to arrive and to occupy the right position. He was in the right position, and we score with Mark. That we are very happy.
A nice finish as well. It's a good header.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not something normal. First of all, because as you said, it's fullback. Then it's not a big fullback, tall fullback. But we work during the week for this kind of solution also, and we have been lucky.
And with Nicolas Jackson, before he scored, like 20 minutes before he scored, he misses a big chance, and then he goes and he tries again. He has a nice shot and he doesn't get it, and then he gets the second goal. What does it say about his mentality?
Yeah, I said after Tottenham game that in that game he didn't score, but he did the most important thing, that is after we score the penalty with Cole Palmer, the 2-2, he was the only one. The rest, they were celebrating the goal, and he was the only one go for the ball because he wanted to win the game and start quick. So this show the desire of Nico, and tonight he scored, but off the ball he was working hard, and this is what we need.
I imagine frustrated with the red card because Cucurella scored. You guys won the match. It was over, and he gets a second yellow for aggressive behavior. So he's a fiery player, but do you feel like he needs to dose it up better?
No, I asked the referee, to be honest. I didn't see the second yellow card. They just said to me that Mark was red card, so I asked the referee after the game. He said that the second yellow card was for bad attitude.
Look, they were 1-0 up, and then after that, there were a couple of decent chances for Brentford as well. It could have been a different story.
Well, look, Brentford had one shot in the first half, and we were frustrated with how defensive they were. The second half, though, they went, right, we'll go play for play, and we'll go aggressive, and we'll play how we do at home. And we're like, OK, we've got a game on our hands now. There are chances here. This one, it's difficult because it's coming at him as it's kind of coming at him slow, isn't it? Yeah. Then he has to try and get the volley on it. I said to him, should he have done better there? But look, it's a great save, but it came down a little bit too slow. But this is it, went a bit more direct as well, and Buemo's an absolute threat no matter what. Look at the numbers they have forward. This was not the case. I mean, I think there was a little nick before he got on the end of it. You could just see it now, a little toe ahead of him, so he probably wasn't going onto it, but just unfortunate there. But they had the chances. And then obviously they didn't take them. This was the biggest one, obviously. But there's a Colwell slight little nick there, so he puts him off. But they would have been disappointed, and obviously then Chelsea go and punish them the other end.
It was a lot better game.
Yeah,
better game second half because Brentford had a go. Like they do when they play at home, they have a go at the opposition. And I think he would learn from that, Thomas Frank, today. You know, man for man, you shouldn't be in the game. And certainly when they played negatively in the first half, they wasn't in the game. Sanchez stood up when he was needed. I've been critical of him. I've said that I think they need a better goalkeeper to win the Premier League. If he performs like he did today, I'll eat my words.
OK, well, let's talk about what we saw just at the end. Cucurella and a couple of players just slightly frustrated. He got 2 yellow cards. This was the first yellow card, Karen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a question mark over that. I think he jumps in. I don't know why he's going in the manner, because we know it. the modern game and this game, you always kind of, when you jump in like that, your feet are off the ground and it catches him. You might have got the ball, but you can't jump in like that. And then this is at the end, and we were a little bit confused because we didn't really know what was happening. A lot of the players didn't know what was happening, but apparently it was for his over-aggressive behaviour, I think, towards the referee maybe. So when he gets his second yellow card and he finds himself now missing the Everton game.
As a manager, is Enzo Maresca really upset with him, frustrated with him for that? Because there was no need, right, at the end?
No, when he sees that, he'll be disappointed because he's an important player for Chelsea and for the manager. I mean, it's the game away at Chelsea, Everton.
Yes.
On the back of a decent result against Arsenal. No, they're going to miss him, but I think they've got a big enough squad to be able to cope. You know, if it was a Liverpool next week, you know, it'd be really important.
He's lucky that the fixture list is slightly kinder.
And they've spent 1.2 billion, so I'm sure they'll find a replacement.
They're all right. They'll be all right.
They're all right. All right.
I think we played a very good game. I think we were, in many ways, unlucky not to get something out of it, or at least a draw. I think our second half was fantastic. I think we went more or less toe-to-toe with, number 2 in the Premier League, one of the favourites to win the title. I know they don't want to talk about that, but look at their players, look at the money they've spent, look at the way they play. They're well coached. All deserved is only praise. The way we did that second half, I thought was hugely impressive, and I think we are very unlucky not to get at least a draw one moment in the game. You don't know what will happen after that. I'm very aware of that, but that was 2 big moments with Narcata and Fabio, and then we score one, and then we put pressure on in the end, and you could see they took set pieces short and tried to run in the corner and protect the lead, and the way they celebrated for the 2-0 and the win, it meant a lot to them, so we must have caused them a lot of trouble. So very pleased with my team's performance today.
You see a Chelsea side that are one of the favourites for the title, right?
Yeah, I see them. Yeah, of course. We agree they're second in the league. We agree that City and Arsenal and Liverpool drop points, and they are in amazing form, and they got their key players playing, all of them more or less. So I see them there.
And what happened with Cucurella and Schade at the end?
Don't know, if I'm honest. They won the game. They should just walk away and be happy. So I don't know exactly what happened. I want my players to walk away and be happy we won the game and don't get into an infight.
You were in deep conversation with the fourth official. You're unhappy with something. What was that?
Nothing big. I think actually the refs did quite well. There was no key moments they missed out on. So minor details.
What do you make of Fabio Carvalho's performance? Obviously came so close to scoring, but was then next to possession for Chelsea's second goal.
I think Fabio worked hard. I think he was very close to score a goal. I think if you lose the ball once, it's not the guy who loses the ball, it's how we react and do it after that. So in general, I was happy with it.
And you wrestled back control in the second half. What was said at half-time to sort of change the impetus of it?
I think it's, a game is 90 minutes. And I knew that, as I said, is a very good team with very good players. So, of course, I want to be a little bit higher, more moments first half. But second half, we just adjusted a few bit, got a little bit more high pressure at moments, but we just got more. But we also lifted the level on the ball, so we got out of the tricky situations, and there was a lot of space to run into. So, I think we did that very well.
Thomas, I saw when Cucurella went down in stoppage time, sort of clutching his face, you were saying "wow" a couple of times.
Did you see the situation?
Sort of.
Yeah, and what did you see?
I thought he was probably playing for time, if I'm being kind.
I think he played on a foul, which is fair. Personal opinion, I think Cucurella is a top player. I think he's doing very, very well. I don't like when players go to the ground and take him to the face when they're not hit in the face. I don't want my players to do it. And I will happily to say to Cucurella because I respect him massively, but hey, it's his choice.
He's a wind-up merchant too, though, isn't he, as well?
Say again?
He's a bit of a wind-up merchant as well.
Nah, I don't know. I think he's just a good player. I'm just talking about that situation.
Could you understand the reaction of your players to that, though?
To which situation?
To when he went down.
Yeah, but we shouldn't make too big a story of it, and I know what all the headlines will be now about it. I just think that's one situation, nothing happened. So I hope you guys write about a fantastic game instead of one incident that just irritated me. So is that You promise that? Thank you very much.
He said he can't promise.
He did end up getting sent off, so it's hard not to write about it.
No,
that's not your problem.
No, that's not my problem, actually. Yeah.
As one of the nicer guys in football, how do you find navigating the challenges of modern day management in terms of being ruthless and just being sort of competitive with you as an individual?
If you knew me, I'm very, very, very extremely competitive. So I try to be respectful and do things in the right way. But I'm happy I'm not playing on the pitch sometimes. Probably would get sent off sometimes.
And so for you to then step away from the game, is it really important for you to sort of switch off in your spare time?
That's easy. It's more in the heat of the moment where I need to control myself. Like around in the end of the game.
If Chelsea win their next game, they played before Liverpool, they could top the table if they take 3 points. How big a win was this today for Chelsea?
Yeah, it was huge. It was a derby as well. I always say it's almost difficult for the London clubs to win because they play so many derbies.
So many derbies.
But they're coping with it. So I think they will beat Everton and they will go top of the Premier League.
What do you think?
Merry Christmas it will be by the sounds of it under Tim. But no, look, it's all in their hands. I still don't think they'll go the length, but I still think they'll push to try and have a big title race for us towards the end of the season.
Yeah, and I think they've got the players, they've got the squad to do it, haven't they?
It is a wide open Premier League, thank goodness. That it's a wide open Premier League.
Well, we're enjoying every moment of it, as I did with both of you today. Thank you for your company. Thank you very much as well for joining us. And Chelsea have been left far from blue as they go within 2 points of league leaders Liverpool. See you soon. Good night.